Hey everybody, it's your host Cyber Gaming Studios. Welcome back to the channel. We have another video for you guys today because today we have an exciting video for PS4 Remote Play. I did state in the previous video a week ago or a few days ago that I was going to discontinue the PS4 Remote Play, but unfortunately, due to the best um, events that actually recently happened with Sheriff YouTube. I do want to thank him for giving me back my video. So let's continue on. I also was able to recover my files, which I was very lucky to, because it would have been took him much more forever to actually do these changes and remember what I actually did. So let's get on with first the changes that I have actually posted. If you haven't checked that out, you guys can definitely check that out in the community tab and on my channel, and you guys can definitely see what the changelog I have posted. So usually when I do updates, I usually most nowadays post changelogs in my community tab. So if you don't look at my community tab or just slide out notification, then you pretty much don't know what's going to happen until I make the video. So the first feature we actually implemented was we forced PS4 Remote Play to connect to CRC2S, my CCOS network servers, so you'll be able to have better improvement with the connectivity, better connectivity with low latency issues. This should fix it if you're having some disconnections or some low latency or delay when in video games. We improved the security application, and this is for some security purposes. I am not going to explain what security purposes, but I made some security improvements. We have also improved PS4 Remote Play game compatibility. This is for certain games that PS4 Remote Play doesn't support, or neither it does support, but it's having a lot of problems with it. So I'm hopefully that this could be a fix for those issues. Improved PS4 firmware detection feature. Many of you guys have been telling me that you must please update the application, and I understand that. Some of you guys get it, some of you guys don't. So I actually improved that, but remember, not every time, not all the time, this is going to work. So better we also did better multimedia support for the PS4 mobile app when using the PS4 web browser. So if you all don't know, if you try to launch Spotify, YouTube, Netflix, etc., the application will bring you to a menu that you can't basically use the application while you're using Spotify, etc., and it can be very frustrating because you want to listen to music while you're on the go while using your PS4 Remote Play, but unfortunately you can't do that. So we implemented it and improved the feature where you can go into the PS4 Remote Play's browser and instantly now be able to play music through the browser, through the PS4 Remote Play, without getting any error at all. All right. We also added support for Intel-based Android devices. So if you have a tablet or phone, whatever, that has Android installed as a primary operating system, and it's ran by an Intel Core processor, then PS4 Remote Play should easily now run on an Intel-based processors on Android tablets or phones or devices of whatever you're using for an Android device that supports Intel. All right. We also added, which was a lot of people might like, is more support for low-end devices with only 512 megabytes of RAM. So if you have a device that has 512 megabytes of RAM, then this will actually work great for you. Even though we recommend you to have at least 1.5 gigabytes of RAM, we made support for that as well, for lower devices, low-end devices. We also updated OTG controller source code that improves connectivity for the PS4 controller. And this basically is still in beta, so not everyone's gonna have it work. It worked for me at some point, and then it just quit on me. So I'm still figuring this out. But as I said, if you guys want to speed up that feature and make it improved, there's a donation button in the website, so you guys can donate to support the project. You can donate any time of your amount or whatever you feel like that will support it, and it will usually go always to the project. And I do want to thank those who actually did donate to the project. You guys made this feature incredibly come to the application really fast. So if you have any questions regarding this changelog, then let me know in the comment section below or on that post. I'll be gladly to help you guys and answer your questions as best as I can. So let's go and check out what's under the hood, what you're gonna see and what you're gonna be able to install. So This video isn't an installation video, but it's show you. We're gonna go to our external SD card, and we're gonna show you guys right here. I have both the folder. Because I recorded everything on PC, I didn't code anything on my phone. But here's the application, the PS4 Remote Play application, and here is the compatibility files. The compatibility files is about 100 and something kilobytes. Now it's going to be 8.62 megabytes to download, which is going to be a little bit more uncompressed when it does install, but it's perfectly fine. So what you're going to do is you're going to see a new folder, and it's going to be lib. This is the PS4 Remote Plays lib folder. This is for support for Android devices that are in KitKat or below. So it gives it more support. You know what I'm saying. So if you have an Android device that is KitKat and you need that support leverage, then this is for you. You can instantly now have more support for that. All right. So if you go to also application. If you go to the application app, which thinks this thing is being dumb, you go to app, and then you'll see a DualShock 4 folder with a DualShock 4 application. This is designed for the USB OTG feature. This was a beta previously. 2 people were interested in it, and they had the beta early, and it wasn't implemented into the any PS4 Remote Play update until now. But this comes with the URPI version 3.0 compatibility flasher, and it has permissions already pre-set up. But if you are going to install this manually, I recommend you, if you're on Lollipop, then just don't put this in a folder. Don't put this file in a folder. Just put it in system/app, so it can be able to recognize as a system app, and just set up permissions as if you were going to be setting up as the same thing as you set up the permissions for framework for the framework files and exec/permission files, and you'll be perfectly fine. And as well for the lib as well, it's going to be a little bit tricky for the libs because you're going to have to find them, but I recommend you taking a picture of them or writing them down so you guys can know what files you're looking for and specifically set the permissions up perfectly. So I'm going to show you guys how these files are actually set up, and I don't want you guys getting confused and this thing is being dumb again. All right, so you guys can see how this flasher manages to flash the files in according order and be able to set the permissions for them to work. So we have the UI print, which shows up in the custom recovery, and you have all this information. You usually will see this information. You will see instructing files. You will see permissions. If you do not see this is most likely guaranteed to your recovery, and don't worry about it. It's not going to affect anything, so don't be worried. So it's going to set up the permissions. So if you actually look at the last one, which says system exec permissions comp.playstation.playstation certified.xml, below after that there actually doesn't after that wait no not that one, my apologies. After PS4 Remote Play ident.xml, you will see that there have been other permissions set for the libs and the DualShock 4 application. DualShock 4 APK. So these permissions are set automatically by the URPI version 3.0 to be able for the PS4 Remote Play application to recognize and be able to get set up the best permissions, so you don't have to do them manually. But if you're going to do this manually and you're going to install the files manually, then you're going to have to set the permissions by yourself. And if you need help with finding that, and you need to find the permissions or especially how to install this manually, then I do have a playlist which I will leave in the description below, and you can definitely check that playlist and see if it's there. There are usually 2 ones, one for system app and one's just for normal with root for manually. And pretty much, yeah, that's basically it. I have other videos on my YouTube channel dealing with PS4 Remote Play beyond the videos that I just described, but I hope you guys thought this was very useful. If you guys do want to definitely check it out, I recommend you going to ps4remoteplay.xcgem.com to download the update. It's completely free. It will be hidden by an ad system, which you will click and it will take you to AdFly. Then you just skip the application. If the ad decides to download something or take you to somewhere else, try again. There's no virus on the website. As I said, there's no virus. There's no nothing. It's not gonna. If it tries to download something, don't download it because it goes directly to Mega after that. So if you haven't got to Mega, I recommend you before actually installing the Mega application. You don't need to be logged in, but if you want to be logged in, you can definitely do that and be able to instantly download it faster without having the issue of having to log in after you download the files. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys thought this video was very informative. If you have feedback, be sure to go into the website, go into feedback, and as well, you know, you can submit your feedback. Make sure you have a Google account signed to be able to submit. And yeah, pretty much, yeah. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like this video if you found this information more useful than what it was before. And as well, if you're brand new, be sure to hit the notification icon so you guys can get instant notifications of whenever I post to my community tab, whenever I upload, or whenever I live stream. And yeah, so I also even saw you guys, I saw the post, 3 of you guys so far has voted that you guys do want to see me in female clothing on my next cam video, and I might do it. I was just curious, but who knows? Thank you guys. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. This was the video wasn't really edited, so it may or may not have been edited, so I apologize.